Hey everybody, this is Wayne Dollar, director and founder of Level Up Pickleball Camps. So watch this video now and then watch it often as you can, and you'll keep picking up little tips in your game. So let's get started, and the first thing we're going to talk about here is your dinking. Now remember, dinking is unique to pickleball. It's unlike any other sport. So I want you not to take big back swings like you would in tennis, but rather I want you to start off by standing about 2 or 3 inches behind the line, pretty close. I want you having the paddle extended over the kitchen line out in front of you. I want you to bend your knees and keep your legs about shoulder width apart. When the ball is hit to your right side, I want you to shift your right foot to the right. When the ball is hit to your left, shift your left foot to the left. But try to take balls out in front of you as best you can. Try to guard the area in front of you so that balls don't bounce 2 or 3 inches from that kitchen line, but rather take them out of the air and block them back in the kitchen. So remember also to keep a soft grip. On a 1 to 10, your grip should probably be around a 3 or 4. So soft grip, paddle out in front of you, and remember to shift side to side. Okay, everyone, now we're going to talk about volleys. Now, we're not going to talk about those green light overheads. We're not going to talk about the roll volleys, which the ball is dipping below the net. Rather, right now, we're going to focus on those balls that are hit hard at your body. Those are regular volleys. I want you to stand with your paddle out in front of you. If you're right-handed, maybe the paddle should be facing around like 11:30 out in front of you. If you're lefty, maybe around 12:30 out in front of you. The grip should be very tight when you're hitting your volleys, probably a 10 out of 10. Remember to punch your elbow out so your paddle face is parallel to the net, and punch straight out so that when you finish your volley, the paddle face is pointing still at your opponent. I don't want you to extend past the ball where the tip of the paddle would be facing towards your opponent. I want the paddle face always to be square to your opponent. So practice those square volleys and practice shifting to keep the ball in the middle of your stance. The next thing we want to talk about is serving. First thing to remember about your serve is always get it in. If you're hitting too hard or hitting too much spin and you're missing serves, it's probably not a good serve then. I want you to practice consistently getting that serve in and deep in the court. I aim for the back 4 foot of the court always. I want you to do the same. The deeper you can hit your serve, the more you're going to keep your opponent's back on that return of serve. Next thing is where you set up. I want you to set up in a position on both sides of the court that open up your forehand. So if you're a righty on the right side of the court, I want you to stand near the center. If you're righty on the left side of the court, I want you to stand out wide. Always open up your forehand so you're ready for the third shot to attack it with forehand drops and forehand volleys. Next thing we want to talk about is the return of serve. On the return of serve, the first thing and probably the most important thing is I want you to start back about 4 foot behind the baseline. After the serve is hit, you can evaluate how deep it's getting. If it's a deep serve, stay back there and then kind of creep into the shot and hit it and explode into it moving forward. If the serve is short, then you've got plenty of time to move in. But by standing back behind the line, you can always move forward into the shot. Lastly, on the return of serve, I don't want you to swing too hard. If you swing too hard, the ball is going to get to your opponent before you can make your way up to the kitchen line. So make sure you only return as hard as you can get up to the line in time. Last thing is your third shot drops. In your third shot drops, I want you to really think of the game cornhole or beanbag toss. I want you to step in with your non-paddle leg and gently toss the ball over the net. I keep a very loose grip on a 1 to 10, probably about a 4 out of 10. Very loose grip, and I kind of visualize stepping in and tossing the ball into the kitchen. So practice that motion, that stepping in and a real gentle toss. Use your legs. Also, I want you to hit your third shot drops generally back the person running in who hit the return to serve. Chances are they didn't make it all the way up to the kitchen line. So focus on that for your third shot drop.
Hey guys, Scott Golden here. Thanks for coming out to a Level Up camp. We really enjoy having each and every one of you guys here with us. Just wanted to go over a couple things from each segment that we're going to do. We're going to talk about 5 shots. The first part is the dinking. So the first thing we're going to talk about with the dinking is 2 to 3 inches off that line. Remember to have your paddle up in the ready position. And when we dink, we're going to drop that paddle down and we're going to use our shoulder to push, okay? I'm not going to back up and I'm going to take balls out of the air when it makes sense, okay? I'm also going to be sliding up and down this line, and I'm not going to want to cross over too much and hit those balls like that. I'll demonstrate real quick what that looks like just so you guys can see it. Boom. paddle up. Beautiful. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Now we're gonna go on to punch volleys, okay? All right, with the punch volleys, when the pro is driving at you, make sure that you have your paddle up in the ready position. When that drive comes at you, we want you to throw the elbow up in the continental position, and we want you to punch right through that ball, okay, guys? We want you to get on the balls of your feet, punching through that ball out, extending 6 to 8 inches out towards the target, okay? We don't want to open up our elbow like this. We don't want to be cutting under the ball, and we certainly don't want to smack down into the net. So ready position, when they drive it, go ahead and drive a ball, boom. It's gonna punch back through that ball. One more, just for good measure, boom. Punch back through that ball, okay? We definitely wanna avoid getting jammed on our forehand side. I wanna slide to my left and punch with the ball there, okay? All right, guys, on the serving segment, it's a couple simple techniques that we're gonna employ with you guys. What we want you to do, most people serve from the middle of the court. I want you guys to slide over to the left, set up, and we're gonna hit a nice big serve, nice and deep to the back 6 feet of the court from the left side of the box, okay? So each box that I'm serving from, I'm gonna slide to that far left, and I'm gonna hit that nice deep serve to the back of the baseline, okay? I just want you guys to make sure that you're the most efficient that you can be, all right? Now, on the returns, here's what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna actually have you guys get back a little bit deeper than you think you should, and then we're gonna slide into the ball, okay? Go ahead and hit the serve. Boom, I'm gonna step in, hit that nice deep return, and come up a couple steps, okay? So instead of standing on top of the baseline and going backwards, just start back a little bit deeper and go forward, okay? All right, now on the drop shots, okay? On the drop part, a lot of times people are standing a little too close to the baseline, they're fading backwards, and their swing is way too big. We want to shorten up that swing, drop that paddle head, and push out towards the target. I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. Just like that, no back swing, really short and compact, pushing out, finishing towards the target. That should do you guys a lot of good during your games, okay? Thank you so much.